Good morning. Today is January the 10th, 2023. Excuse my condition today. It's been a bit of a rough last 3 days. Been pushing myself, but I can push myself, is my point. You can probably hear it in the voice. You can probably hear it the way I'm speaking. It's a bit more of a struggle today. But that's okay. I'm still pushing through. Excuse me. Uh, I hate these itches. It's part of the situation I'm in. Anyways, over the past couple of days, you couldn't get away from a certain story that I already covered elements of it a couple of weeks back, and here we are again. As you know, I like to distract myself from not feeling sorry for myself, but from I need to distract from feeling pain. So, what's going on with the YouTube news? And of course, it's all over the news. The big Harry's Prince Harry. Um, Surprisingly, that's still his title. I thought he left for his own reasons and stuff like that. I'm not really that interested in the book. I'm really not. Nor the interviews. Surprise, surprise, because I'm usually one that likes to go to the sources and then make up my mind. But with this whole drama of the Harry story and dissing on his family and all that kind of stuff, I'll take the commentary and the news clips. That's enough for me. Hearing it from his long-winded version, like some of these interviews are like 30 minutes, and I don't know that I could stand hearing it for 30 minutes, his banging on about how rough his life is. Because if you compare his life to mine, want to swap? Wow. Actually, I would never. You know what I mean? It's just okay. Like life's been rough on you, and I get the ups and downs of his life and all that kind of stuff as he spells out in the book, and most of it is yeah, of interest. I guess would be certainly it's a huge interest on the commentary, the news, that kind of thing. It's so it's big news. I get it. But I'm not really that interested. It is what it is. Decide your family all you want. It's your right. It's your story, as they say. My bone of contention, if there is one, and there isn't, but 2 cents. I've got 2 cents, and I've got 10 minutes to fill. So my bone of contention is his new narrative that he and his wife never used the term racist in reference to, sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm just itchy today. Him and his wife certainly implied, strongly implied, that there were elements of racism in said family, and they wouldn't name names, which is his right to not, but putting it out there, everyone's going to wonder who the name was. I mean, that's the other side of it. Is like, okay, you open the can of worms and now they're crawling out. So where are we going with this? To me, of course, we're talking about the Oprah interview, which again, I only watched clips of it. That one, I was almost interested in watching it. When I say almost, it's there it was. So I started watching, and then I lost total interest. It's just not my bag. You know what I mean, interest wise. But anyways, getting back to the claims of racism within his family and all that, that he's found a loophole, and it looks like he's standing by the loophole, being that he didn't use the word, so therefore the press, his evil press, which from his point of view, and again, he's entitled, absolutely entitled to his point of view. So they're evil to him. I get it. Media in general, I don't know. Like I hear the term press in relation to his Bête Noire. That said, I think he means the full media and newspapers in particular. Maybe they read more newspapers in England, but it's sort of a dying medium. But whatever. That said, that he is standing on, I never said the word racist in reference to my family, therefore the press is making much ado about nothing, and of course they're projecting, this is paraphrasing how I'm hearing his side. He accuses the press of twisting his words, his meanings of his words, his the position, if that's the right word for it, which I don't agree with myself. I mean, from what I've seen in the clips and what I've heard from other commentary and whatnot, that it certainly was heavily implied, and by implication, he is calling them racist, especially when it got to the point where a lot of people heard it the way I saw and heard it, that they are, by his words, that they are racist. And I think it was Prince William, who came out and said, no, we are not a racist family. So obviously everyone picked up what he was laying down, as they say, and ran with it for, I guess now they're telling me that was 2 years ago. Okay, I don't know if it was, I thought it was more like 1 year. I thought it was post pandemic, but what do I know? Needless to say, the story has been in the news, the racism, and much to her credit, I really enjoy the comment that the Queen said at the time, that recollections may vary. That's an interesting way to put it. Very diplomatic way to put it, if you think of it. She's not calling it out, and she's also not addressing it. She's just saying, hey, everyone, and it's true, and from my take, everyone is entitled to their impression. And if that is his position, that he found it so distasteful and, let's say, quasi-racist, or he uses a different word, like latent racism, or that he says, has to come to terms with his unacknowledged racism. There's a different word, I'm sorry. It's been a stressful couple of days, so my memory is a little bit jarred. I mean, considering this is the second take, that tells you where my head's at, which is just a little muddled in using the specific word that he said. And it'll probably come to me after I sign out, by the way. That said, I'm a little bit surprised, which probably is the right word, for that he would use the excuse of, I never said the word, therefore they're making it up what I said or didn't say, and I stand by my initial remarks. Or, more truthfully, their initial remarks, using the Oprah interview as the basis for this discussion. That said, I'm a little bit surprised that he would be. I'm not surprised that he's reinterpreting what he said. Absolutely, and people do make mistakes, and that's how he felt at the time. It's one thing if he owned what he said and backs up, and by the way, I was having a bad day, therefore, excuse me, therefore I maybe misexpressed myself, that kind of thing. I think that would have been a lot more genuine than, I never said the word, therefore you're wrong and you're planting words in my mouth. Joke's on you, Harry. You kind of did say it. You just said it very cleverly, and it is what it is. Anyways, like I said, it's been a bit of a rough day. The only reason I'm actually addressing this topic is that it's all over my phone. The algorithm is saying, you got to talk about Harry today. Okay, so we're talking about Harry today, and the book, which is now out. So we'll see how it goes. Just my 2 cents on the matter that, just to finish it up, I believe he certainly was heavily implying it. Yes, he did not use the word, but if you rewatch, in my opinion, if you rewatch the Oprah interview, you might see it the way not just me, but the media and society at large. He called him a racist, or at least heavily implied it. So I don't want to put words in his mouth. He's right. He never used the word, but he certainly implied it. Anyways, sorry I'm having a bit of a rougher day today, but I still punched this out to the best of my ability. And that's what's going on behind the patch this morning. I will talk to you guys later. Hope you have a very good rest of the day.